Record.
Okay, go for it.
Push record. Okay. Welcome, everybody. This is Move, Meditate, and Make a Difference. I'm Amber. Kais and Jasper are visiting their grandparents. And all right, we're going to move today. We're going to do some jumping. We're going to do some stuff on the floor. It's all in one chunk. So if you need to move your device at that point, Grandma, make sure you move your device at that point and move it to the bed if you want to do the workout there. Okay, so let's do some arm circles. Big circles. Breathing as you circle. And then you're going to circle the other way. Nice deep breaths, filling your lungs. Good. Now, arms are going to go up, look up to the sky, and then back behind you and curl forward just a little bit. Arms go up, look at the sky, and curl down. Couple more. Arms go up and roll down just a little bit. One more time. Arms go up and roll down just a little bit. Coming to center. You're going to go to side, one side, and then up and over to the other side. So it's like you're tracing a rainbow with your head. So you come across and across. Finding a big, huge arc. So you're not crunching down, you're reaching out. You can spray water out the center of your head. You'd be making a beautiful rainbow in the sky. Let's do two more. Arching one way. And then arching the other way. Good, then let's just start walking your feet. Noticing how your feet feel into the ground. This is something I like to do first thing in the morning. Just like checking in. What are your feet? Where are your feet at? Sometimes feet are sore in the morning. Sometimes they're stiff or almost blocky. So just moving them a little bit in the morning, letting them come a little bit higher as you go a little bit lower. You can go slower than I am. Whatever speed feels right as you're walking, as you're marching. Now see if you can take that march a little bit faster, whatever a little bit faster is for you. Now take it a little bit slower, a little bit smaller and a little bit faster. So you're taking little tinier steps, but you're going a little bit faster. Okay, now I'm going to have you just move around in space a little bit. So you can do a circle if you want. Beware if there's small toys on the floor or rugs. Avoid tripping. You can move forward and backward. You can just turn. You can make little tiny figure eights if you don't have very much room. Or you can just go forward and backwards, say if you're doing this workout in the small space next to your bed. Just letting that go. Now just take it a little bit bigger. Still going about the same pace. A little bit bigger, letting your arms be loose. Trying not to hold tension in your fingers. Now let that speed move you through space a little bit. Again, avoiding Legos, there's blocks. Stuffed animals. This may be like an obstacle course at your house.
Chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas, avoid the chihuahuas. The cats. The children. Back into just your center space. Now you're going to step out, out, in, out, out. So just taking wide steps. I'm leading with my left foot. Well, if you're mirroring me, it's your left foot.
Grandma's got this.
You've got this, Grandma.
She's doing it. Very impressive.
Now you're going to do the other side lead. So now your right foot goes out first. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Keep moving.
Dave and Johnny are ready to take this on the road.
Dave and Joni could perform this. We could add like fancy arms, you guys. We could make this really like Zoom coordinated performance. Now, you can keep doing what you were just doing if you don't want to jump, or you can do some jumping jacks, right? So you can go out, out, in, or you can jumping jack. You get to choose whichever one feels better for your body. So it's okay to keep stepping out, out, in. This is a great option. If the arms are confusing, don't worry about the arms. Keep going. Still beware of the chihuahuas and the Legos. Okay, now we have to do the one where you go forward and backwards. So 2 options. You can step forward, step back in. Step forward, step back in. It's just doing what we were doing to the side, but now you're doing it forward. So everybody can try this. Forward, forward, back to the center. Forward, back to the center. Now we're going to switch to the other side. So now your right foot is going forward, left foot back to the center. Center, front, back, center. Front, back, front, back, front, back. Now we're going to do, you can keep doing this version, alternating sides every once in a while, or you're going to start doing the jumping jack version. Right? This one actually alternates sides every time. So you can be doing the stepping version or the jumping version, whichever one feels better for your body.
Molly's going so strong.
Molly, you've got it. Okay, and everybody pause. Now we've got to do our flossing, right? Okay, so arms to the right. Hips to the left, bring them together. So we'll do that side for a little while, right? I want you guys to know how to floss. This is important. You should floss every day after you brush your teeth for 2 minutes. Okay, now switch sides.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard part, right? That's where it's going to get tricky. So if you ever need to, in dire circumstances, you could do flossing on one side because you've all got that. And it's the transfer. I should have practiced. So everybody just try and see what happens and laugh. Right? Okay, I hope everybody's laughing. All right, stop. If somebody's really got this, or say has a kid that's really got this, you really ought to post us a video on the Facebook group so we can see exactly how it's done. I'm talking to Molly's kids here. I suspect they've got it. They're all of the age where they might, one of them might know how to do it. Left arm up. Okay, this looks like a dance move too, right? Okay, so now we're gonna do the windmill. So hips go to the side. You're tipping down. And then you're coming straight back up. So your hips move to the side like we were just flossing. Then you're reaching your right arm down towards the floor. It's okay if you need to bend your right leg. What's most important about this exercise is that your hips move, right? So the whole thing starts with a clunk, hips move to the side. And then there's room for you to tip down and forward. We'll do 2 more on this side. Hips. Down, coming back up. 1 more, hips, down, and coming back up. So now, right foot goes forward, left foot goes out at a 90-degree angle. Sorry, I wasn't clear about that before. Right arm is up, hips go to the side. Tilt yourself down. Keep your head in line with your spine. Keep your spine really straight. If you had your broomstick from yesterday, it would go through your nose, through your belly button, through the center of your pelvis, and coming up. Hips, reaching down. Coming up. Hips. And coming up. Hips. We're going to do one more like this. Hips move to the side. Reaching down with your left arm. And coming up. Good. Now we're going to do some swings. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what's happening. I'm going forward, and then my arms circle and come up. So go forward and up. And your legs are almost bouncing. So your knees bend, they bend again, and then they come up, and they don't, you can decide if you want to bend there. So bend, bend, swing it up. Again, bend, bend, swing it up. Bend, bend, swing it up. This is a classic modern dance. Warm up. Elizabeth and Hannah and Tamara will appreciate. We can all imagine this is the 1920s. We're barefoot in the woods. Might have even been older than that.
I think 30s actually.
30s, okay, sorry.
Doris Humphrey.
Doris Humphrey. One more time. Good, okay, circle your arms just a couple more times, one direction, and then circle them the other direction. All right, we are going to move to the floor. Make sure I'm in a situation where you can see me. I think I am. Grandma, you're moving to your bed. Okay, so first exercise is the roll up. So you're lying flat. There will be varying degrees of this. If you know exactly what you're doing, start. Otherwise, I'm going to show some variations. So you're going to roll up. Maybe you only get to here, and then you roll back down. So head and shoulders coming up, rolling up. You get to here. That's as far as you can go without doing that. Go back down. So keep it small. Keep it controlled. And rolling down. Rolling up. And rolling down. We'll do a few more just like this. It's okay if you're doing the full version. That's just fine. But just make sure you're clear about whether or not you're having to jerk to get up. Okay, now, everybody roll over onto your side. Come to sitting, and we're going to roll back down. So you're tucking your tail, and you're rolling down. Belly button reaches towards the floor. Now there's going to be a moment where you drop. That's the place where you're really working. Then come onto your side. Come back up. Rolling down, tucking your tail. Trying to control it the whole way down. And then come to your side. Grandma, you can keep just doing the roll up if that feels better. Rolling down. Breathing, don't forget to breathe. Tuck your tail, really work that hard spot. Come onto your side. If you feel like there's no hard spot, go slower because you're missing something. Roll down. We're going to do one more time on each side. No, just one more time. Just one more time. Okay, rolling down. Controlling it, controlling it, controlling it. And pause. Okay, next one we're going to do is the roll over. If you know the roll over, start. Grandma, you're going to just do this. So this is an option for anybody. If the rolling over your head feels yucky, just do a glute squeeze. So feet on the floor, squeezing your butt, lifting up. Okay, so this is option number one. Option number two, feet up, lift up. And you can have your legs not move very far. You can also lower your legs down and then lift them up. Whichever works better for your body today. Then there's also where you go all the way back. And then you roll yourself down. So you're doing whichever variation makes the most sense for your body today. Not judging, just noticing. It's going to be different on different days. So everybody, just do a couple more, whichever one you're working on. Everybody do one last one. Okay, coming to sitting. So, option number 1, feet on the floor. Hands on your knees. Tipping back, so you can see how I'm making a 90-degree angle here at my hips and what is this, torso. So that's option number 1. You can lift your arms off and just hold right here. This is good work. This is not easy. If you feel it in your back, you should come up a little bit higher. Make sure that you're not arching your back. You can see how I've lost my 90-degree angle there. So you also don't want to be curved in that direction. You're going for a nice straight 90-degree angle. That's option number 1. You can all be holding here. You can stay here if you want to. Option number 2, we're going to come up and down. We're going to switch sides. So as you bend your knee, your arms come to the other side. You should not, anybody, feel this in your low back. If you do, you need to do the one step less complicated exercise. And since I only gave 2 variations, if this one's hurting your back, you should be here, which is great work. This is also challenging. So hang out here. Say, everybody come to this position. There, that was a good change, Jesse. You don't want to be pressing your chest forward. So this is a really long straight line. So now I'm going to give a variation here. So everybody's hanging out here. You can lift your arms up and then bring them back. That's hard. Notice where you feel it in your body. Try to keep your feet on the floor. Try not to arch your back. You're really having to work here through your abs to not let your back arch. This is what it would look like if I arched. Oh, then you really feel it in your back. Maybe your arms only come up a little bit. That's okay too. I expect your abs are really making a lot of noise where you are in honor of your abs. One more time. And come down. Onto your side. You're going to have your right arm reaching long. Sorry. If you're mirroring me, it's actually your left arm. Reaching long. Hand behind your head. The first option is just to bring your elbow. You're just shortening here. Lateral flexion, right? So you're just contracting there. Option number 2 is to add your knees. Coming up onto your hip and your elbow. Both options are fine, so you don't have to lift your leg. You can just move through here. And this is small. You're not going very far. Option number 2 is big. You're pulling your knees in towards your chest. You're pulling your chest sideways. Do 3 more of whichever version you're doing. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. So, right arm reaching forward. Other hand behind your head. So option number 1, you're just lifting up. You may not go very far at all. You're thinking about contracting these side muscles of your torso. Option number 2, add your knees. You actually come up onto your elbow, your right elbow. In this version, knees are coming forward, torso's coming sideways and a tiny bit forward. We're gonna go a little bit faster because I'm going over my time. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. Now we are done on the floor. And we're going to meditate. So you can find yourself a chair or stay on the floor if that's where you meditate. Thank you, guys.
Good workout.
Good workout.
Okay, we're just going to breathe together today. So find a good position. Get settled. I'm having my Mr. Rogers moment here. He never has to turn his sleeves inside out. I don't know why. Okay, so we are going to do just some breathing together. So find your position, close your eyes, or open them if you need to. And we'll take inhales and exhales in unison. And let's begin in 3, 2, 1, and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now just breathe naturally. Notice your breath. Listen to your heartbeat, your breathing. Now again, let's breathe in unison together. Ready? And inhale. Exhale. Just a little bit bigger than normal. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now natural breath rhythm. In C, it's easy to keep your mind on your breath while we're all doing it together and I'm giving instruction to do it. Your challenge is to keep your mind on your breath, your focus on your breath while you're doing it on your own. So we'll just do some natural breathing on your own for a bit. If your focus starts to drift, watch how it drifts. Try to notice the very first moment at which it moves away from your breath and moves on to something else. And then just bring it back to your breath. If you can focus on your breath even for 45 seconds or a minute, you'll start to feel a sense of calm, peace, groundedness. joy even. Let's all breathe together. Ready, and inhale. Exhale. Notice how easy it is to focus now. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Try to keep that same tone to your focus when you go on your own. Ready, natural breathing. Beautiful. One more time. 3 inhales and exhales together. Ready, and inhale. Exhale. Nose or mouth, doesn't matter. Inhale. Exhale. One last calming inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, everybody. Open your eyes. Shake out your body a little bit. Time for make a difference.
All right. Today's make a difference is take a moment today to walk a mile in somebody else's shoes. You can do it literally, or you can do it both literally and figuratively.
Ouch.
Depending on the person's shoes. But take a moment today and challenge yourself. Pick someone really different from you and spend some time thinking about how they feel internally and what their experience of life is internally.
I think particularly paying attention to what are they afraid of.
Yeah.
I think if you can understand someone else's fear, you understand them pretty well. So, very good. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll chat also.
Yeah, same time, same place. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Always appreciate it.